Welcome to my channel, guys. Mr. Wealth Answer here. Man, I wasn't planning to do a video today because I was working on other videos to post, but I had to do this. I was on a website and I seen an ad come up for Cynthia and Novatech's Hearing. So I clicked on it. It took me to the page where I was on the other day when I did the video and sent it earlier this week about their hearing, and it has the results of the hearing. So for those that haven't checked it or haven't had time to check what the hearing is about, I'm just going to quickly go to the page and read it. Yeah, so let's go. So here is the hearing. In the matter of Novatech and Cynthia Perion, the adjudicator M. Cecilia Williams, it stated for September 28th was the hearing at 10 a.m. I believe it was. It says, whereas on September 28, 2023, the Capital Markets Tribunal held a hearing by video conference. On hearing the submissions of the representatives for staff of the Ontario Securities Commission, bracket staff, and no one appearing on behalf of the respondents. It is ordered that, number one, by 4:30 p.m. on November 17th, 2023, staff shall serve and file their notice of motion and motion materials with respect to waivers of service and further relief. By 4:30 p.m. on November 24th, 2023, the respondents shall file responding materials, if any, with respect to staff's notice of motion regarding waiver of service and further relief. And number three, a further attendance in this matter is scheduled for November 27, 2023 at 9 a.m. by video conference or on such other date and time as many be agreed to by the parties and be set by the governance of the Tribunal Secretariat. And then it has their name. So the question is, what does this mean? What does all of this legal jargon mean? Now, I am not a lawyer. It's not my field of study. So I am not going to give advice or try to interpret what this means. Simply by reading this, it's just very obvious Cynthia and her team didn't show up. So I'll talk about that. I have to say I was disappointed to see that they at least didn't show up for their hearing or have a representative, a lawyer, somebody who would have stepped in to basically plead their case. The fact that nobody came, well, you know what? Let's talk about it. Actually, you know what? Before we do, I think I understand it a little bit. So they're just saying, number one, because they didn't show, they're going to go ahead to file motions in respect to, I don't know what that could be. That could be penalties. That could be, of course, to stop trading or cease and resist, maybe pay back Ontario residents. I don't know what it is, but they're going to file a motion of materials respect to the waiver of service and further relief, whatever that means. I simply think that they're going to find some way to, I guess, reconcile the whole process. And then by 4:30 on November 24th, basically Novatech, Cynthia, and her team have to respond with responding materials to that motion that they posted. And then basically the third one is they are going to hold another meeting on the November 27th in respect to the motion that they filed and the responding materials that they have received, again, to talk about whatever the issues are and how they're going to proceed forward. So that's what I'm gathering from this. It's actually not as difficult as I thought it was, but I just wanted to kind of give you a basic overview of it. Again, I'm not a lawyer, so something like this would probably be best to have a lawyer to review it. If you guys are looking to take legal action or means, it'll probably be better to have a lawyer review it and explain it much more better and more precise in legal terms. All right, so let's talk about the them not showing up, nobody appearing on behalf of the respondents. So let's talk about it. All right, so let me get something to drink. This is not like my normal Novatech videos where I have it scripted. Man, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed they didn't show up. I was at least expecting a legal representative or something. It's not like they had to fly out. They didn't have to come here to Ontario, Canada. God knows if they did, a bunch of us would probably be at the courthouse. Maybe some media or something. But Nah, they just had to come to the video conference. Just come on a video conference and respond to these allegations and let the tribunal know what's up. And they didn't attend. They haven't attended any of the hearings or responded to any of these things that has been thrown. And that worries me, because as much as people want to think Novatech is coming back, they are absolutely not responding at all. So the fact that many of them might be thinking, hey, the lawyers are telling them not to respond, I think that could have some validity. However, I know lawyers, and lawyers will not tell you not to go to your court hearing. They're not going to say don't say anything to the point where you go ghost, even to the courts, in the matter where, you know, this is the issue at hand and everybody knows it's a big issue. I understand if you want to say anything because it could be used against you in a court of law, but when you have a motion, or if you have a hearing date to attend, even just attend it. If you're not ready, a lawyer could actually go and adjust the date. They can just go and say, hey, we need more time, and then they could have put in the proper documents and they could have extended the date. It happens all the time in court, right? I've seen court situations where people go in, the lawyer would go in and then just file a motion to kind of extend the, I forgot what it's called, but there's a legal term for that. And they will just extend the date, or they'll change the date for whatever the reasons are. The fact that they didn't even attend and no one attended to even do that is disappointing, and it just shows that I don't think they have the good faith of responding at all. And if that's the case, I don't think Cynthia and the team are considering coming back, because if you really want to kind of resolve all this, at least attend these hearings. Say something. At least let people know that you care, right? For me, that's all we're trying to figure out. It's like, what's going on? You're quiet. You're not attending hearings. All these things are happening. You have legal issues, but you're not even battling the legal issues. Like, is the money still there? What happened to the money? Are you out of money? Did you get robbed? God forbid. Are you still alive? Like, what's going on? Like, I don't get it. But I wanted to do this video, show you guys that they didn't show up to court. And it told you guys this will set a precedence. If they haven't gone to court, I don't think they're going to go to court for any other security commissions out there, personally. So yeah, so it's a lack of disrespect for me. I think for the investors and for us to just, yeah. So at this point, people say, hey, Novatech's not coming back, it's a scam. I can't, there's no defending them. There's no defending that. Like, how do you defend not going to a court hearing on a very, very important issue such as this, where people's livelihoods have been really much affected because of all of this, and it's as if they don't care. But yeah, what do you guys think? I probably know what you guys think, but should they have attended court? Should they have not attended court? I don't know. Those that know law, you know, what does this mean for them? What does it mean for us, right? Especially those that are in Ontario. Like, what does it mean, right? Is the Ontario Securities Commission going to try to get relief for Ontario investors? Like, what does it mean? And so some of this I'm going to have to investigate, probably call the commission and ask. I'm actually going to give them a call next week. Maybe I'll make that phone call live. I might give them a call and just figure out exactly what that means for us. I'm going to call the people involved and say, hey, look, I was an investor with them. I have a bunch of people that are invested with them. We just want to know what our recourse is, what we should do, what's going on, and whatever the case is, and hear what they say. I'm very curious to see what they say, right? All right, guys, that's it for this video. I am disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm disappointed. I was hoping they would at least attend the hearing. All right, without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, I have nothing else to say, man. Let's leave it like that. I'll see you guys in the next video.